Punishment's arrive. I feel like I am on my own once again. And everyone I've loved has turned their back to me. I pushed them all away with words I couldn't say. I tried to change their minds with promises to find, but it all amounts to nothing. Falling deep inside, I know I'll never change.
Okay, so I've been looking through, and I kind of ran into a problem. So it turns out I am not. I I thought I looked up a guide how to do the True Ciel route, and I was wrong. So basically, it seems like I have to go back and increase Arkwood's affection points. So that's what we'll be doing. Now, hey, I have to start at day 6 or something. Basically, we have to not have. So I am in the CL route. Oh, darn. Just gonna skip through. I am in the CL route. So I did do that. But, um, but now I have to pick the. I have to pick every option in which. Actually, you know what? Let's just even turn this off real quick. Because it's just, I'll admit, a bit obnoxious. Wait, no, that's not it. Wait a second, there it is. So, um, so yeah, I have to go through the whole game again. But obviously, sped up. But yeah. So I thought that the true ending was just that you had to pick CL, but I guess the true ending is picking Arkwood options on the CL route. But it's weird because like when I read the post credits, I thought they just implied change one or two options here and there, and then that'd be good enough. But this is implying otherwise. Um, so I guess we'll see. Oh darn! I hope I. No, I mean it should be fine. Wait, let me see. I'm not sure which choices here are gonna matter. I guess right here, yeah, down here, it's probably gonna matter. Probably. Mm-mm. Don't worry about it. I'm just making sure it's not automatically picking my choices. I don't think it is. Maybe it did though. Let me see. Maybe it did. No, I don't think it's supposed to automatically pick my choices no matter what though. Logically. Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I guess it's gonna mostly just focus on. Well, yeah, like so. Is it just gonna be this is the route where you like Arkwood, but you also like CL? I mean, like I said, well, yeah, I guess the true route is where it's actually 50-50, whereas the CL route was like you like CL just a little more, like I said before. I guess we'll see. Oh man, but I would assume that the only major difference would just be, um, oh yeah, I picked Arkwood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is some Arkwood choices. Okay. Um, hmm. But yeah, yeah. I would assume the difference is just that Shiki doesn't die. I think that would be the only difference. Um, but huh. But yeah, that's the thing though. Like your it's like wait, so your choices didn't really matter or what? Oh, right now I remember that. Yeah, I'm at the point where Ciel and Arkwood are gonna fight. I think. Let me see this. Okay. Well, yeah, we can just have this part. Um, this is part of the true route, sort of. I think back to that rainy night. This is where I picked. Wait a second. This is where I said I have to admit that I'm more drawn to Arkwood. Arkwood was dead, murdered by my hand, and as I was selfishly praying for death to take me, Ciel brought me back from the brink. Over my life.
私だって何度も救ってるけど。
Yeah, I saved your life too, man. And then I think back to the fight with Vlav. Ciel fought alone in the frozen wasteland for a cause she stood to gain nothing from. She protected this town. Arkwood's like, so did I.
私だってめっちゃ守ってますけど。
What are you talking about? Think back to that curry shop. Think about how much she loves food. She said she accepted me even if I'm scared, even if I'm lost.
私だってお昼ご飯ぐらいおご
Do
れ
you
ま
want,
す
are
け
you
ど。
hungry or what? What are you talking about?
ちょっと黙ってくれませんかね
This is great.
なんでランチのことわかるんだよついに俺の考えまで読むようになったのか
だって今一緒にカレーショップがどうとかつぶやいてたから。
Damn, did I say that out loud?
何よ、はっきりしない式が悪いんじゃ
Your
ない。
fault for not giving me a clear answer.
そ
You're
んな
not gonna
い
get
かにもかっ
out
こ
of
いい
this
独
by
り言
acting
で
all
ごまかされないからね、私。
かっこいい独り言ってなんだバカお前が邪魔しなけりゃ今頃はっきり答えてたよ
なら言えば聞いてあげる。
まったくいいか先輩は大切な人だあの人がいなかったら俺はここにいなかっただけど尊敬と好き嫌いは別の話だ
Okay.
敵味方の話をするなら俺はお前の方が何倍も放っておけない
Okay, so that's how they do it. What did I just say? But I can't lie about how I feel. Even tonight I withstood the pain of going without glasses just so I could walk around town with Arkwood.
何倍も。
I don't know why, but just being with this woman makes me feel like my sins and fears are all erased. So much so that I have to consciously force myself not to wrap my arms around her right now, here and now. In other words, I just want her.
What? どうした何があった
True root activated! Arkwood hunches over, her back trembling like an excited cat. Then with a strange cry, she raises both hands into the air.
あいつのことは許せないけど、今の言葉だけで多めに見てあげましょう。
Oh wow, this really does feel like the true root now. It's like, oh, okay. I will actually be a normal human now.
気持ちが弾けそうだから私帰るね。
Yeah, I really hope in this series of events, we're not gonna still cut her throat. Still couldn't believe when he did that. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna die though, so I better cut her throat. It's like, you're not gonna die. What? She was never gonna hurt you. What are you talking about?
帰るっていきなりか
Hurt you seriously? Just gonna leave?
というか明日もここで待ち合わせでいいん
Oh,
だ
so
な
they don't have the fight here. Or I think this would have been where the fight happened, at least, I think.
もちろん。式の言う通り、明日はもっともっと何倍も綺麗になって待ってるね。
I'm pretty myself up more.
いや何倍もってそういう意味じゃ
She gone. My voice doesn't return in time. Arkwood has already leaped away in a flash.
綺麗って
I thought she didn't care about about humans.
なかったのか
I
よ
can't even complain to her for not acting like a vampire this time, because that vampire smile has made me blush so intensely that I have to cover my face.
いや今には笑ってる場合じゃない俺も帰らないと
It's almost midnight. I have to return to the mansion while I still have the energy. I can't believe they just are like, yeah, we're in the Ciel route. Screw it. Oh my gosh, what is this? Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh yeah, I can skip over that. So yeah, somebody made a really long comment here. Can't wait to see how important this comment is. Oh look, it's somebody to block and ban. Amazing. I have a very important opportunity I want to tell you while you're relaxing playing video games. No. How about no? Imagine that. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, right, this one matters. Yeah, the other one's just a dead end. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's still so crazy that it's like, that's just a dead end. You just die if you take the other shot. I mean, I thought that was like a bit of a joke, but then it's like, oh no, she's actually the villain. It's like, okay. Or, you know, not the villain, but, you know, a villain. For sure. Okay. We don't need to be looking at that screen. Just relax. Or just relax as we wait for the next scene. Yeah, I don't blame you guys if you don't want to be seeing flashing screen. Oh yeah, I forgot you can follow. Well, yeah, whatever. Just forgot you can when Noelle is torturing people, you can follow her lead. I forget what happens when you do that though. Let me see. Yeah, I still haven't looked at that other option yet. It's fine. What about the, hey, where's the Noelle route? You know, what if you want to make sure that Noelle doesn't die? Is that just hopeless? Hmm. Oh no, I guess I guess this is where they're gonna do the Arcwood and Ciel fight. I don't think there's much of a choice here though, because like, you know, Ciel just follows you no matter what. The weird part is that Ciel acts like she didn't think she'd get in a fight with Arcwood. I don't know. It's very weird. Like Ciel's like, oh, I have business in the park too. It's like, okay, so you're going there for Arcwood, but you're not ready for a fight against Arcwood. What, you just thought you'd tease her or something? Or maybe she was curious to see Arcwood she when she's, you know, next to Shiki, who she'll, you know, talk normal to, maybe. Yeah, the fight happens. There weren't any choices. Yeah, that should be fine. Then she flies away. Oh, and then Ciel cuts her neck to 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 scare us. I'm trying to remember. It's like, well, I guess she was trying to show like, yeah, she's not a vampire, but she is like freaky. Was how vampiric like her abilities or her physiology is. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here. I'll show you guys. I think. Okay, here's another one. I think I'm gonna go with the first one just because I'm trying to pick non-Ciel options. I don't remember how this affects anything, but I guess we'll see. I'm too on edge to relax and enjoy breakfast today, but I can at least wish everyone good morning. My head might be filled with Ciel, but I'm still the Tono family's firstborn son, and Akiha's brother. I enter the parlor to find everyone all there.
おはよう、アキハ、小白さん。翡翠もさっきしたけど、もう一回。おはよう。
Suppressing all thoughts of Ciel and my lingering headache, I do my best to sound natural.
おはようございます、兄さん。翡翠から聞きました。今朝は特に体調が悪いのだとか。先週の件もありますし、学校を休まれては。
My eyes widen. Of course, Akiha had to pick today to develop a compassionate streak. I assume that by last week's events, she means the night I spent at Ciel's apartment.
何ですか？幽霊を見たような顔をして。当主が家族の健康を気にかけるのは当然のことだと思いますが。
もっともだ。でも、今朝は調子がいい方なんだ。ちょっと頭痛がしているだけ。
That makes me wonder if we, in future routes, will see why Akiha changes her mind on certain days. Like, we'll learn like the more intricate inner workings of what she's doing day to day. And so it's like, oh yeah, this day she's having a good day, so this is why this happens. This day she finds out about this or that, and this is why this happens. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I assume like the Akiha root's mostly just Shiki being like, oh, I want to take responsibility and like help you out or something like that. It's my assumption.
朝食は軽めのもので手早く済ませたいんだけど、いいかな、小白さん。
I excuse myself and head to the dining room. Or try to at least.
お待ちなさい、兄さん。
My throat's been real bad lately.
まだ十分に時間はあるでしょ。頭痛がするのなら、なおさらゆっくり休まれるべきでしょう。まあ、確かに顔色はいいようですが。
Akiha scrutinizes me intently. She's probably screening me with her usual BS detector, but it feels somehow different today.
つかぬことを伺いますが、ここ数日、手足の感覚に不調を感じたことは？
What?
いや、特に。
That was random. I felt afraid for my life more than once, but I don't think that's what she's asking.
わかりました。どうぞ、食堂で朝食をお取りください。
Arms or legs? I take the hint and make for the door. I can't think of what the arms or legs thing would be about.
兄さん。
Suddenly, for just an instant, my headache is replaced with a sudden bout of vertigo. I feel like vertigo and a headache is very similar.
今何か言った？
I swivel around at the sound of Akiha's voice.
なんだそれ。すごい顔してるぞ、お前。
I can't help but laugh. Now she's the one who looks like she's seen a ghost.
すごい顔とは何ですか？女性の容姿を表するときは具体的な表現をお願いします。
Okay.
いえ、そうではなく。
Akiha clears her throat with an embarrassed little cough, then looks me over from head to toe.
何でもありません。理由はまだわかりませんが、兄さんが健康であることはいいことです。後日、改めて検査をしましょう。
This might be the last time we see Akiha. Her smile is kind enough to take my mind off Ciel just a little. My sister can be prickly, but I can tell she really does care. Weird. Opting for a light breakfast, shaved quite a bit of time off my routine, make for school 20 minutes earlier than usual. It's still only 7:30, the peak of the morning rush, now that clubs have been suspended. School gates are getting more congested by the second. See no sign of Ciel among the crowd. "7:55, only 5 minutes until the gate closes. Still haven't found her. Maybe she's already inside. Maybe she used the rear entrance today. Or maybe she's never coming back." My heart aches at the thought. It frightens me to even entertain such a notion, but what scares me the most is that it no longer seems unthinkable. On some level, I feel like I've already accepted it.
バカなこと考えるな。先輩は何があっても学校にいるって言ったじゃないか。
Yeah, she must just be taking the day off. She probably needs to recover from last night. I'm sure she'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the day after. And if not then the day after that. And when it comes down to it, all I can do is wait. Even if that means waiting forever.
だから、バカなことは考えるな。
I tune out the unease building in the back of my mind. There's no point in waiting around any longer, and homeroom's about to start. Cast one last look back at the street, then head inside. That seems the same as before. Okay, weird. That seemed like the exact same thing that I remembered. Arahika, what? Where is this from? What? Why did that happen? Arahika's not around, huh? I scan the classroom, only a handful of students are here. It's lunchtime. I should probably eat something myself, since I can't summon the energy to think. I might as well do something that doesn't require it. Wait a second. Yeah, he was here, actually. Wait a second. Well, it just shows Arahiko there. Weird. Wait, so... Why wasn't Arahiko here? We'll just pick this one.
文句なんかありませんとも。確かに先輩の言う通りです。先輩が食堂で特定の料理を食べていることは、東から太陽が昇って西に落ちるのと同じぐらいの真理ですから。俺もバカでした。先輩に謝りたいなら、落とし穴の上にある特定の料理を置いておけば、いつでもチャンスはあったのに。ところで、そのカレー美味しいですか？
さりげなく私とカレーをバカにしてませんか、遠野くん。
Oops, I may have overdone it. Should have gone with "you'll always be Ciel" to me. Let me try that again. What? Weird. Wait, is that like literally like she will hate you now or something? Let me see what I did before. Ciel. I'll just pick the previous option.
いいはずがない。
はい。
Didn't I already do all these? Yeah, we already did the rest. Okay, I'll just turn that off. Oh man. Yeah, these extra little moments are very minor. Though, I mean, yeah, I'm wondering what's going on with the Akiha thing. That was really, really random with Akiha. Yeah, we'll do this option here. So, Ciel's gonna leave. Tragic resolve weights on her shoulders. Can't stand here and watch her go. Have to make a choice. Gently tell Miss Noelle about this. I'm gonna do this one because the other two might, like, increase Ciel's affection.
また先輩。ノエル先生には知らせないんですか？
Even after the question leaves my mouth, I wonder why I asked Maybe the thought of Ciel going at it alone has me concerned. Or maybe I think it's only fair to keep Miss Noelle in the loop.
そうでしたね。すみません、あまりのことで動転してしまって、すぐ彼女にも通達を。
I'm wondering if this is after she's made it so Noelle's gonna leave. Ciel pulls out the phone, dials the number, nothing. Miss Noelle doesn't pick up, nor does she reply to Ciel's texts.
何をしているんです、シスターノエル。
I've never seen Ciel look so flustered. All the more reason I can't let her alone.
先輩、
Her go alone.
俺も行きます。協力していいって言ったばかりでしょ。
So even Ciel's confused about Noelle. Ciel stops in her tracks. Either she lets me join her, or she effectively ends our partnership. I'd expected her to mull this over for a few seconds, but she makes a decision instantly.
無駄な所感は挟まず、冷静な判断を保てると誓いますか？
誓います。先輩の邪魔はしません。
いいでしょう。同行してください、遠野くん。あなたが私の指示に従う限り、安全は保証します。
Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, so this is kind of confirming to me that Noelle, it kind of feels like Noelle, or sorry, Ciel wanted Noelle to be safe after Ciel would kill Roa, and then theoretically maybe they both die, or at the very least Ciel would have to stop being a executor. So I think she actually was thinking for the best options for Noelle by Noelle going to work for Mario or whatever. But it's still weird because, like, Ciel should have still known that Noelle was bitten. So that's really weird. like you can't just say that wasn't a big deal, you know? Oh, I'm gonna like sort of end this stream and then start a new stream just to kind of reset that that I'm on the true route path, basically, just to kind of make it so like this is the true root stuff, and then this is the post true root stuff. But yeah, I'll do that once I get to the option, and the option actually says I can do the true root. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna save it right here. Now that I think about it, I don't know if it matters. We'll just make a new one. 27th, the 27th. It's been 7 days. Okay. But yeah, what about this one? First choice. It's fine. We don't need the rest. Again, if you want to look at these alternate routes, buy the game, or look them up, I guess, but probably buy the game. Just getting it for the music alone is worth it, in my opinion. Oh, darn it, that's right, you guys didn't see. Whatever, yeah, there's other options. Oh no. I didn't realize I just picked a different option. So it's like, oh, my head's splitting apart. She's in my way. She's absolutely right. So I picked she's absolutely right, which changes it from being over here to over here. But then there's another option. It's very weird. She's got a point. Given the condition I'm in, I wouldn't be much fun to hang out with anyway. Better to play it safe this time. It's not like I'll never see them again. This might be a dead end. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention.
お休みいただけるんですね。四季さん、 お一人で歩けますか？
いや、ごめん。
Like maybe the eyes activate here? I'm barely able to stay on my feet.
あ、ちょうどよかった、翡翠ちゃん。四季さんをお部屋までお連れして。姉さん、ですが、私は。
What's happening?
翡翠ちゃん、四季さんは病人なんですよ。困ってい
Okay.
る人を見捨てるのはあなたの性格じゃないでしょ。ええ、今日ぐらいは私が許します。ちゃんと四季さんを看病するべきです。
I feel like I'm completely out of the loop here.
ごめんなさい、姉さん。わがままを言って。分かってくれればいいんです。それでお薬は見つかった？姉さんの部屋の薬箱は多すぎて、解熱剤はこれでしょうか？それはちょっと違う用途に使うものです。四季さんはしっかりしてますから、まだ精神安定剤はいりません。そうですね。見たところ、四季さんの熱は疲れから来ているようですから、薬は翡翠ちゃん、すぐに行くからあとはよろしくね。
Kohaku takes off toward the west wing where her room is.
それでは四季様、お部屋にお連れします。
It's a polite apology. Sweet hesitantly offers me her shoulder to lean on. With her help, I make my halting way up the stairs. Halting? The pained expression she makes along the way sears itself into my brain, far more agonizing than any headache. In the end, I leave Kohaku to contact Ciel, who by now must be waiting by the cinema, and collapse into bed. My headache won't let up. Fortunately, my fever is broken. Actually, we'll see what happens here, because actually, I didn't go meet Ciel, so that's a good thing. Technically less points for Ciel. The point that I can hardly feel my limbs. But that's something at least. All I have to do now is lie still until my headache clears.
姉さんはマキーサ様のご好意で、薬剤師としての教育を受けさせていただいたんです。マキーサ様が亡くなられる前は、マキーサ様の健康面での相談役でもありました。
Hisui, having resumed her usual blank expression, takes it upon herself to break the silence. Pain lances through my skull, like someone stabbing a knife into my temple, and is rotating it like a can opener. Hisui watches me silently, oblivious to my agony. The knife digs in deeper, its tip carved through flesh to scrape against bone.
四季様、まだどこか痛むのですか？
きつい。悪いけど。
はい。何でしょう？
目障りだから出て行ってくれ。そこにいられると気になって眠れない。
はい。それでは失礼いたします。ご用がありましたらお呼びください。
Isui leaves the room. I feel a weight lift from my chest. My headache subsides too. Now at last I can get a good night's sleep. I guess we'll see. An ear-splitting knock. The door opens.
失礼します、兄さん。
Oh?
起きていらっしゃいますか？
This is new.
ああ、起きてるよ。何か用か、アキラ。
My dry throat has turned my voice into an old man's croak. I don't even recognize it as my own.
いえ、兄さんが貧血で休んでいると聞いたので、様子を見に来ただけです。
Akia surveys my bedridden body. Concern is written all across her face. My headache must be making me irritable. All this fussing is getting on my nerves.
体は何ともない。看病されるほどのものでもないから、こうして一人で休んでいるんだ。お前も自分の部屋に戻れ。
翡翠の報告通りですね。今の兄さんは体はもちろん精神まで落ち込んでいるようです。ですが、食事はどうなさるおつもりですか？じき夕食の時間ですが。
Normally they don't come in here to ask this. Or maybe I normally don't wake up in these routes. Because, yeah, there's been so many times where it's like, goes to sleep at like 6, wakes up at like 11 or 10 or 11 or something. And like, they didn't come over for dinner. Like, what? Dinner time. Right, of course, it's that time of day. But I'm not hungry and I really don't feel like eating anything.
食欲はないから夕食はいい。いいから今日は下がってくれ。気分が悪いんだ。
The funny part is that he didn't have to put the next part. You know, he could have just said, okay, no appetite. But then he also says, leave me alone. I'm miserable.
わかりました。今日はゆっくりお休み
That
く
was
ださい。
unnecessary.
ですが、起きていらっしゃるのなら、部屋の電気ぐらいはつけてください。暗がりにいると、目を悪くするでしょう。
That's not true. As somebody who has the lights on, the lights off as much as possible, no.
いいんだ。この方が
It is calming.
落ち着くから。
I'm not a vampire. The dark is calming. For a moment, it seems as though Akiha wants to say something else, but then she walks out of the room. Everyone's pissing me off today. First Hisui, then Akiha. Why are they all handling me with kid gloves? Don't they realize I'm used to this by now? It's not like I'm coughing up blood or biting anyone's neck or missing a limb. Can't they just let me deal with it on my own? Ugh. I hear my own teeth grinding in the dark. I feel my own nerves start to putrefy?
喉が渇いたな。
The thirst is even worse than the headache. It makes me want to kill everyone in the house. Staying awake is only going to put me in an even worse mood. Besides, the sun's already gone down. I'm not particularly tired, but I should try and get some sleep anyway. I actually thought this might be a bad end, though. Just because you didn't meet Ciel, so Ciel's not, like, concerned about you. Okay, that was weird. That popped up for, like, a second. Okay. Wait, it's so hot. I wake up struggling to breathe. Quickly, I get out of bed, change my clothes, retrieve my knife from the drawer. There's always a pitcher of water in the dining room. I'll go downstairs and get myself a drink. I make my way to the dining room. Right, okay. I think this is a dead end. I think this has happened before. It's the wrong side of midnight. The corridors of the mansion are deserted. There's no one out here to cross paths with. No one to present me with an opportunity. Chose the wrong time. If I'd emerged even an hour earlier, I could have afforded to be a little pickier. I think I remember this. I think it's very similar. Weird. So if I went with Ciel, then the next moment is down here, I guess? When you're sleeping? Could afford to be pickier. Scrape, scrape, scrape. A scraping sound accompanies me as I walk. The scraping of feet against the floor. The scraping of someone else's feet. I chose the right time. If I'd emerged even an hour earlier, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy such a leisurely stroll. Oh wait, yeah, this is a bad end, I think. I drag her by the hair as I walk. Her hair, long and sleek, like Akiha's. That's why I chose her. Their face looked nothing alike. That hair is captivating. Crossing the lobby, I arrive at the dining hall. I release a fistful of hair. The woman flops to the ground, unconscious. She isn't dead. Not yet, anyway. Seeing as I missed dinner, I wanted to be sure my meal would satisfy my hunger. The blood of the dead, cold and unappetizing, lacks vitality. Or so I've heard. The woman's bare nape, unblemished by makeup, has the pale translucence of fine confectionery. This will do. With my knife still clutched in one hand, I lower my mouse to her neck. It was all a dream, a sick, twisted dream. Gradually, my surroundings sharpen into focus. My throat feels as dry as bone. Every hair on my body is standing on end. What the hell was that? Why would I dream about something like that? Sneaking into town, creeping up on a woman from behind, then knocking her out and dragging her into an alleyway? At least it was only a dream. If I'd actually done that, well, I really would be crazy. I'm getting some deja vu. I'm pretty sure I had this ending before. Finally dawns on me just how hard I'm breathing and takes me a moment to calm down. I press my fingers on my eyelids and breathe deep. My chest is too sore for me to go back to sleep. I'll turn on the lights and read until morning comes. Nope, here we go. Then a bucket of cold water is upended on my head as my eyes adjust to the darkness and what lies within. My breath freezes in my lungs. I'm not in my room. I'm in a grimy back alley with a naked knife in my hand, and lying there in front of me is a woman I've never seen, out cold on the ground. What is this? What is this? What am I doing? Wasn't I dreaming? How can this be real? It has to be a dream. After all, when have I ever wanted to do this? Assaulting a stranger, running my knife lovingly along the lines written on her tender skin, cutting her into pieces just to see her blood? I'd never, ever. Oh gosh, this is a lot. My head spins with unfamiliar memories. Red blood, warm blood, wet, thirst-quenching blood. I want nothing to do with my thoughts, the thoughts in my head, yet I can't help but long to see that beautiful color again. Do it, do it, do it, do it. The impulse pounds in rhythm with my heart. I don't understand. It's almost like I'm a vampire. Like I'm no different from them. A beast free of humanity and all its tedious shackles. But I remember something similar Miss Noel told me. Goodbye, blank. I'm afraid your luck's run out. Oh, come on. Admit it already. That real Shiki died years ago, and all that's left is a murdering psychopath. You just haven't realized it yet. Oh, crap. And yet here I am. How can I explain what I'm doing right now? Why, even as I'm processing all this, am I holding my knife to this woman's throat? And last night, why do I remember gorging myself on blood? And then I realized why something seemed off this morning. Why it felt like there was a hole in my brain. For the entirety of Saturday and Sunday, 2 whole days, my memory is blank. Scouring my memories, I find that I have some faint recollections of Saturday. Sunday, however, is gone. There's nothing left. How long has this been happening? All Roa's hosts think they're normal until they turn into someone else overnight. How much time have I spent as someone else? The woman's eyelids flutter. Her consciousness stirs. Oh no, no, no. If she wakes up and sees me, it's all over. I can't talk my way out of this. My only choice is to use my knife and dispose of the evidence, or my life is over. Or you could just leave. My knife moves on its own accord. No, stop. I don't even need to see her lines. If I do this, there's no going back. Why hesitate? After all, I'll forever be. This won't be the first throat you've cut, now will it? Something less than livestock. My fingers are paralyzed. I can't move them one way or the other. I hear the woman's voice. A moment later, she registers the knife at her throat. Her cries drowned out by my own. I scream and scream like a broken siren. I'm at a full sprint before I even realize I'm running. Wait, let me see this. I'm still pretty sure that I'm pretty sure I've done this before. Yeah, we'll just skip through. Yeah, we remember this. Like, I'm really remembering this. Yeah, and then this is the day where kind of nothing happens. I mean, a lot happens, but, nothing as in, like, he's just going crazy. Yeah, this is the scene with Kohaku. Yeah, I'm going at a pretty good pace. I mean, gonna be about an hour to get to where I needed to go. Yeah, now I'm in the CL part where CL tries to kill me. I guess we'll see if this is enough. I would hope this will be enough. If not, then but I feel like I picked Arkwood at every choice that I possibly could, so I think it'll be enough. Oh man, there's a lot of a lot of flashing. Just rest my eyes for a bit. Yeah, like this is the part where Vampire Noel is gonna show up. Well, I looked up somewhere, and supposedly Noelle having those mystic eyes is actually related to the whole process of her being transformed into a vampire. And it's not like she turned into a vampire and then the eyes awakened, or the eyes were like dormant or anything. Like no, when she got those shots, apparently Dr. Arash also um um transplanted the eyes into her, I guess, also, which is weird because like that's not what was implied. It's implied that Arash just says, "Okay, I'll give you the shots, done, okay," and then she starts transforming. So it's like, okay, well, when did the eye surgery happen? Like, that's such a weird thing to say. Like, oh yeah, at some point that happened. That's really weird. I'm almost done with the Noel fight. I'm trying to think how far into the next day I'm gonna have to go. I think you have to go pretty much all the way through day 14. I think. So sad. So sad. Yeah, then Arkwood has her fight against Mario, sort of, kind of. How did Mario heal himself so well? Like, they implied that. No, they didn't imply. They actually stated that Mario's arms and legs were like cut. I mean, we don't know how badly they were cut. It'd be nice to imagine that she actually cut them off or something, but like probably not. Probably just like cut the tendons. But even then, if you just cut the tendons, that's still a really big deal. I'm gonna go get my phone real quick. But we should be reaching the moment here any second. Just be right back. some work stuff. Okay. Let's see. Moment of truce. Okay, good. Let's go to save. Well, yeah, I'll say, because this is where I thought that. That's the save where I thought, oh yeah, I can, just pick the choice here. Okay, well, I'll end the stream here. Well, sort of. I'm basically just gonna end it and then restart it. But yeah, we'll go to intermission for like a minute about, and be right back. Okay, sounds good. Looks like everything turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I was just like confused because like there was only like I think 3 actual choices I had to make, because most of the choices that we were reading actually were just basic optional choices. But yeah, be right back.